San Antonio has hit elite level of let's there be construction at 100% of the highways.
Mhm.
Okay, this is take two. I wasn't using the audio. So San Antonio has been exploding. But the question is, can the city keep up? As one of the fastest cities in the United States, San Antonio has seen remarkable transformation over the past few years. We're going to explore some of the factors about the rapid growing expansion, the booming economy, the job creation, and the influx or the uh, the people that are been coming into San Antonio. Okay, just to tell you a little bit more about San Antonio, we moved over here in 95. So when we visited San Antonio, it was just inside 410.
410, and that was pretty much it.
Yes, it was 410. Just to give you a little bit more history, one of the things it was 410 around North Star Mall area. If you're from San Antonio, that was it. We Rosa and I went to UTSA, and that was in the boonies. It was in the middle of nowhere. So I know there's a pushback as far as expanding 410. No one. It was a no. San Antonio's inside 410. No. We don't want to go past 410. But of course, traffic was a nightmare by a nightmare. It was just awful. I didn't even want to be anywhere close to North Star Mall during traffic area. So
We're like close to Seguin,
yes,
Houston,
yeah.
Dallas,
So
everywhere.
we've been blessed that the at least the city has been growing.
Yes.
But going back to San Antonio, it's known for its rich history, its food, of course, the Riverwalk. So that's the huge blessing, and families are real friendly over here.
Yeah, and like we mentioned, what is a big blessing is since we're growing a lot, we also have, like we mentioned earlier, a melting pot, a great melting pot in San Antonio. We have these beautiful different cultures that are coming close together, so we're learning from one from another, and it's just part of the growth in San Antonio.
By a melting
Mhm.
pot, there's a lot of different languages instead of Spanish and English that are spoken over here. Yeah, so we've actually heard
Yeah.
numerous different languages out there, which is a blessing. We always want San Antonio to grow. Another thing is that San Antonio, just for information, is known, of course, for its Tex-Mex. Rosa went to Salt Lake City,
Mhm.
and what they tell you over there in Salt Lake City?
Oh, pretty much like they started mentioning restaurants, Mexican restaurants in San Antonio, or fast Tex-Mex restaurants from San Antonio. So someone from Salt Lake City that they love San Antonio because of their food.
Yes. And then one of the things is when I went to Charleston, South Carolina for a conference over there, they would not stop talking about their chipotle. So
Hmm.
I went into the Uber driver so I can go to the hotel. Hey, do you know there's a new chipotle? And then as soon as I was checking in, hey, there's a chipotle down the street, actually right across the street. And then as I was leaving the hotel, hey, there's a chipotle. So I'm over here, chipotle, and it's good.
I love it.
Yeah, but it's not your Taquitos West Avenue, what is it, Guajillos,
Guajillos. Hmm.
El DF.
Oh my goodness, yes. Hmm.
So you have that. So one of the things is just for information, San Antonio is the seventh largest city in the United States, and there is a news article over here that the San Antonio, read it word per word, the San Antonio, New Brunswick metropolitan area has significant population increase with nearly 205,000 people between April 2020 and July 2024, last year, bringing the area's population to 2.8 million people. So another thing is that it's expected to grow by another million by 2044, and San Antonio metropolitan Austin area is projected to reach 8 million people by 2050. Yes, another thing that's also on here, I'm not sure, I can't read that right over there. Compared to Austin, Dallas, and Houston, what's their
Reflects a 1.5 population increase since 2022, eclipsing Houston, Dallas, and Austin.
yes,
That's the overall growth.
yes, and then so you have that to your advantage, but as the city's growing, there's going to be challenges of growth.
Like one of them that we see every day is traffic. But the good thing about it, the good out of the negative, is that they're working on the freeways, they're working on the highways, so we're seeing a lot of bridges, a lot of new construction going on. So that's part of the blessing.
The great thing about that is that San Antonio has hit elite level of let's there be construction at 100% of the highways.
Everywhere.
Yes. So
It gets to a point that sometimes the weekends we have to check online and see what areas are being closed and making sure we're not driving to a closed area or a one lane area because they're working in that construction. And we had that before where we were in traffic, what, for about an hour?
yes, we were gonna go to a restaurant, and we told the kids it was a Friday. We got all excited. We left, and I should have checked GPS because it took us more than an hour.
GPS.
Yes, GPS.
Yeah.
I
GPS.
said UPS. Oh, okay. UPS, come over here because we need some new computers. But one of the things is that I took GPS and it took us an hour to get to a restaurant. And just to put it in perspective, we were around by the time that we decided to leave because we needed to do something by Alamo Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
The was it the Best Buy over there?
I think so.
So from the Best Buy, we after of course the kids got out of school, we went decided to get something to eat, and it took us an hour from Alamo Ranch to was it? I think it was around 281. So
Mhm.
it was just crazy how traffic was, and since 1604 is being expanded, it was just we haven't had traffic that bad since we were going. We were uh, just a little bit more information when we're blessed that we were able to go to Barcelona, and I was having a difficult time securing a hotel. So by the time that we reached to Atlanta, they told us something that we didn't want to hear. Yeah, you
What was
forgot?
it? Oh, the hurricane?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm not
Oh,
sure.
that was bad. Yeah, so we had the which hurricane was it? Was it Katrina?
Katrina.
Um,
This is after Rita, I
yes,
was thinking.
yeah, we got hit with Katrina, and then we were just coming back, and we pretty much everybody evacuated at the same time, and pretty much the pilot said, "You brave souls,
Yeah,
here in Houston, welcome home." And then from Houston, we parked over there. We drove back home to San Antonio, and it took us like literally the whole
23
day.
hours.
Yeah.
23 hours. Luckily, I was able to add gas and we were able to leave. We did run out of gas. Luckily, there's good Samaritans out there
Yes.
that were able to help. So, and then of course, there is like I mentioned before, 1604, I-10, 281, 35,
We
and
have
211,
211.
211. All those areas are, and then of course 90, all
Mhm.
those areas are showing signs of
Yeah.
expanding the highway, which is going to be great in the future. But right now, it's a very much of an inconvenience.
Yeah, but pain comes with growth, but also a big blessing with the city. Technology and everything is growing because we can see companies, big companies like Rackspace, Valero, which other one am I missing?
Yeah, USA.
USA, of course, Military City, San Antonio. So that's a big blessing because we're having a little bit of growth in technology and other companies as well.
Yes. So the good thing is that we have the housing affordability that we have over here in San
Mm-hmm.
Antonio. So just to let you know, San Antonio used to be just within 15 minutes of where you worked at. That's where you'd work. Now it's not the case anymore. So now you like I'm not sure if we've mentioned. Now we actually have other cities like Church Cibolo. Of course, there's a 35 growth that's happening over
Mm-hmm.
there that we've heard quite a bit. They have St. Higwick,
San Haywicks, yeah.
yes, Lavernia, and then of course Casterville, Bandera that have been coming up that people have been asking about because it's a little bit further away, a little bit less as far as the home prices, and a little bit more that they can actually afford.
Yes, but that's when the highways come into place
Yeah,
because they help us connect one with another. So still
yeah.
a long drive, but it
Yes.
helps.
So with the infrastructure that's happening with the highways, it's really helping. And then of course the quality of life over here is that there's a huge personality that San Antonio has. So as far as is it's friendly, happy, but it seems that there are certain times during the traffic that it's changing.
Yes, and not only that, like we see with the growth, like you said, with the new housing and everything, all these green areas that we had all this space, they're getting smaller, which is part of the growth, but
Yes. And then, of course, there's cultural identity that
Hmm.
might be at risk. I know it's going to be San Antonio's been known for its Tex-Mex, its Mexican history, fiesta, and of course
Hmm.
Cinco de Mayo. But the with the influx of new families that are coming in with different languages, which is a huge blessing over here. Because when I moved over here in '95, the only thing was fast food restaurants and Mexican food.
That's it.
And there's pizza also. Now there's an influx of different tastes
Yeah,
you can get.
have a lot of like Indian food and what was the other one that we went last time? Um, that the kids love, where they had everything hanging in the. Oh my God, I forgot.
The hanging.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant by I know which one she's talking about, but there's a restaurant that's on I-10 right next to Wurzbach.
Mhm.
We're forgetting the name of the
We'll
food.
put it down.
Yeah, we'll put it down at the bottom if we remember. If not, we're just gonna say hi.
Yes. Really fast.
Yes, and a smiley face. But it's right across the USA, but there's a different influx of different personalities, different cultures, which is a
Different
huge,
flavors.
yeah, different flavors,
Hmm.
which is a huge blessing for San Antonio.
Yes.
So one of the things is that with some of the key drivers as far as growth
What?
for the city. So what are some of the key drivers that are happening?
So like we said, is thriving in the job market. Like I was trying to mention earlier, is like big companies now coming into San Antonio, like Boleto. What was the other one that we said?
USA is already here,
Backspace.
and there's a military influx that also comes
Yeah,
in.
which it's a big blessing.
Yeah. So one of the things is that as far as that, it's actually brings in a little bit significantly more money. There's a little
Hmm.
bit more tech industry over here. One of the things is I'm not sure if you know, but UTSA has a cybersecurity division.
Yes, which is growing a lot, and they're growing also. UTSA, part of the growth that they're doing is that they're doing what's it called?
Cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity. So now they're just focused. I mean, of course, they do other things, but they're growing a lot in cybersecurity. So they've been increasing with the buildings, adding more buildings to
Yeah.
their campus.
Yes, one of the things is, of course, you have the UTSA 1604 locations, which is the main campus. At
Yeah,
least with me, it's always going to be the main campus. You have the main campus by 1604, close to Fiesta, Texas. But there's also some the downtown presence that they're
downtown.
getting. So it's UTSA downtown that that's
Beautiful.
coming. Yes, and which is beautiful. There's a huge, beautiful. Of course, you have it right next to I forget the name of that restaurant. Pico de
Mi
Gallo.
casa? No.
Pico de Gallo.
Yeah, Pico de Gallo.
So it's right
Yes.
across Pico de Gallo.
Hmm.
That's when, oh my God, we were going to university during, I was going to university. We were going to university at that. We met during that time when it was first
Yes.
constructed. So, but one of the things is that that area has been growing quite a bit. There's a new
Hmm.
building, beautiful sign that reads UTSA. And then I told Rosa as we were driving on 35 or 37, I forget the highway, that look, there's UTSA. And I drove recently and I said, where's UTSA? It's blocked by another building, which is
Yes.
also with the growth.
Yeah, part of
So,
the growth. So we're seeing a lot of new buildings coming up. So
yeah.
that's good.
So you do also have HEB, rack space, and other things that are coming. And then of course you do have the tourist boom.
Yes, and then one of the things that we've seen, speaking of growth, just going downtown, if outside the mall,
Cinema.
the River Center Mall, we see like this construction going on because they want to do like the Alamo construction. They want to make it nicer and bigger, and they're getting there. It's looking nice. It's looking. We'll put a picture in here,
Yeah.
but
The Riverwalk is also
mhm,
it's the bread and butter
yeah.
or what San Antonio is known for. I asked families that are coming in from different parts of the country, and San Antonio is known for its Riverwalk.
Yeah.
So there's been growth happening with the
Another
Riverwalk.
new area growing is the Pearl. It's been a very popular, and it's a beautiful area too. Part of the Riverwalk too, but it's now the Pearl.
Yes, and then if you're looking into culture, there's also Southton that's
Yeah.
attracting millions of visitors over here. And
Mhm.
as far as we do have the museums and the cultural art centers, just for information, Fiesta is a big deal. By that, it's almost like there's Christmas and Fiesta.
Like a holiday.
Yes, and then with some people, it's the other way. It's Fiesta and maybe Christmas.
Yes, and we even have our little medals.
Yes.
You see people or kiddos collecting their medals, their Fiesta medals for past years and New Year's.
Yes. So we do have the airport expanding.
Yeah, so we have a new part of the blessing, a new area with the, what was that amount? Like one point something?
It was more than $1.
Well, Yeah, we have part of the airport expanding, which is good. I mean, it's always good because we can get new flights and everything, and it will be a big blessing once we can start getting to get one
One-way trips.
one way trip to, especially if it's international.
Yes, there is I think it's Amsterdam or Frankfurt, one of those two cities. There's a direct flight from San Antonio all to Amsterdam or Frankfurt. I forget which city it was. Unfortunately, there was some red tape or something happened that they eliminated it. And then just recently, because of the growth that's happening, if I'm mistaken, Southwest Airlines is suing the airport, San Antonio Airport, for the same amount of the expansions because there's kind of some like a discrepancy because they want to be in Terminal A and they want to go to the new Terminal C or something
See,
like that. So, but the great thing is that San Antonio is growing. One of the things that we did notice, but I'm not sure if it was just a little glitch, is that when we were trying to set up our a flight to New York, before we used to be able to go direct flights, but it seems that now there's connecting flights on there.
yeah, it, again, part of the growth, and maybe they're still working on getting everything together, but it's still good. We can
Yes.
still go out.
Yeah, there is a tomorrow initiative that which is a strategic planning that focus on sustainable
Sustainable.
growth and land use, economic development, housing, and transportation. So as far as transportation, just to let you know, you need a car over here.
Yes.
Y-
Yeah, because usually, let's say, for example, you're going from here to UTSA. Yeah, maybe driving UTSA I-10, okay, I-10 campus. It might be what, 20, 30 minutes?
Yes,
If you take the bus, then it might take you about an hour, if not longer. Because
yes,
they don't go in a straight line. They go like in the,
zigzag.
yes, which
So
is
I saw
understandable.
15 times in a tenth of a mile.
Yes.
So, one of the things is that with the growth, there's going to be balancing the expansion while preserving the environment and the cultural heritage of San Antonio.
Yes. And speaking of environment, like that's one of the reasons why 1604 and 151
Oh yeah,
got a
that's
little
beautiful.
bit blocked because of, speaking of environments, as they found what, some
Some
spiders.
Yeah, they found some endangered spiders. Google 151 1604 endangered spiders. It's gonna be hilarious. Hopefully the comments are still there and they're just hilarious. I didn't even read the article anymore. I just read every comment upon comment because they're people are so sarcastic.
But however, now they're still working on it again. So of course, it's another part of the construction that we have, and we're looking forward to it. It gets a little crazy sometimes, but still looking forward to that new
Adventure.
adventure to
And
be
then
completed.
also just to let you know, the city has taken some initiatives because on 211 there's a environmental concern that was happening. There's some kind of endangered plants that were on there, so it delayed.
By 211.
Yeah, by 211. So
Mhm.
so it endangered some of the there were some plants at risk, endangered plants at risk. So the city did make modifications to be able to preserve them.
Yeah, and that's if you think about it, I know it takes more time if you really think about it, but it's a big blessing that they're taking their time, and when these little hiccups come up, they work on them and they study them and they're trying to see, okay, how can we get better or how can we help the city or the environment and all of that. It's not just building to build, so which is it's still a big blessing that we have.
Yeah. So as this is growing, there might be some crossroads ahead.
Mhm.
So the question is, can the city manage and maintain housing affordability, the infrastructure, and its cultural identity?
Mhm.
I think as of right now, I think they're working pretty well on
And
that.
so right now we're doing good, and then we have, like, for example, highways are going to be blocked. They let us know, so that's a good thing. The day off, but still, it's still a good thing that we
Or
know.
or at least we find out the day of.
True. Never put it before, but yeah. I mean, it's okay. No, they do give us notices, and then but it's a big blessing that that is happening. But I think they're doing a good job
Yes.
of
So
keeping
everything
updated.
depends on the city's sustained planning, which we believe, or at least Rosa and I
Mhm.
believe, they're doing a great job.
Yes, they are.
And then the commitment engagement. Some people can be a little bit passionate about certain areas, and then of course strategic investment that's happening.
Yes.
So as long as we have that, we should be perfectly fine, and everything should be smooth sailing. Keep in mind with a couple of tidal waves here and there, but
Like everything else.
like everything. But One of the things that just going back to the original, the thing that used to uh when everything was just inside 410 used to frustrate me is that I want this city to be big, growing, and be one of the best cities out there. And there are certain times that I felt that certain people were trying to hold it back. I know San Antonio is a small city. I know it has a family charm, but there's certain times that I feel that I know there's growth. I know there's going to be growing pains, but I think if everyone's full speed ahead, everything can go as smoothly as
The
possible.
good thing that even though we're growing, you can still see the cultural uh,
Identity?
identity being in San Antonio, being kept in San Antonio. Why? Because we keep, of course, our cultural ideas that we have, but then we incorporate new families, new cultural ideas when they're coming to San Antonio. So that's the beauty of it, because we try to keep everything, like you said, everybody loves everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like,
yeah. So the great thing is that hopefully this helped. We needed to do it a second time because the first time we went over everything, and
microphone.
I forgot my mic. Rosa, I gave Rosa her mic, and then I said, uh, after we were pretty much already finished, I realized, oh my God, where's my mic?
But good practice, good
Yeah,
practice.
so it was good practice. So this is the second tape. Let us know if you have any questions. Just if you enjoy this, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and let us know what you
How you
think.
feel about the growth? How's been hitting you, or how you been feeling about the driveways, ways and everything?
Yeah, because with me, I've been
It's
listening to
fun.
a lot of music. So
Yeah.
no, but have any questions, feel free to let us know. And once again, are you ready to make a move? Send us a DM. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.